Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to a special edition of the most electrifying podcast in sports entertainment. Welcome to Under the Ring Pod. It's me, your boy, Kendango Tonga. And unfortunately, I didn't win. I didn't win. I damn sure didn't win.
God,
But
no, you didn't.
I do have with me the actual champion who made it out surprisingly both days with the belt. Give it up for the street team captain, our boy Flex, the champ Flex, Daddy Magic of Honor. Look at him flossing with the belt.
Whew,
Son of a bitch. You
motherfucker.
motherfucker, you.
And I swinged all them shits, bro. I swing them, especially Impact. Impact, I just fucking guessed.
Oh my gosh.
What was going
This
on, bro?
man made it out and he picked damn near I think it was a perfect card he picked, if I'm not mistaken.
For Extreme Rules, yeah, almost. I think I got like one wrong.
I think
We
if
did
that.
we did that Bailey pick.
Ugh. But it's all right. Unfortunately, our normal producer Mongo will not be joining us. We'll be joined by the other hooligans in a few. But let's get into a little bit of wrestling news right now. Pretty much the big wrestling news that's going around is the fact that Mox has dropped the GCW championship to Nick Cage, and it appears that he may not be working any GCW events anymore or at a very limited basis. And that seems to be the case that's going forward with a lot of the other AEW talents as well. It looks like your boy Tony Khan is slowly but surely turning into Vince with the whole you can't wrestle anywhere else type of move routine. So that's what seems like is going on
which
here.
which is stupid. I mean, it's smart, but then again, stupid because when you first started, you invited all these other little companies to send their dudes in. Wasn't Nick Gage on Dynamite fighting Jericho not too long ago?
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
And now you saying, "Oops, sorry, you can't go there no more."
You know what it is?
Like,
He's realizing that if you want to be have a successful business and not have your guys pretty much conk out on you, you're gonna have to limit some of these dates that they do. Like I know everybody talks about how WWE has been door to door is closed, yada 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 yada. But in the long run, because of that regimen and that schedule they have, we now have Daddy Ass in AEW, who's in fucking great condition because WWE didn't let him kill himself.
mm-hmm,
You know,
pretty much.
and supposedly he's even told the guys in the locker room, if you want to last long in this business, stop killing yourselves the way you guys do, jumping off and shit. So, maybe WWE had the right thinking behind it. Yes, we would love to have had some great, super matches back in the day, and even now to this day, we probably would love to have some of those. But if it's gonna save it's gonna save somebody's career and how long they're gonna be around, then
It's
I'm
gonna
all
be out.
for it. I'm all for you having uh a restricted work environment. Speaking of somebody else who actually had something to do with their contract, Impact made a major move, which was big for them. Really, really, really big for them. They made a major move. They re-signed Chris Bay.
Chris Bay's Impact, baby.
They re-signed Chris Bay and gave him a multi-year contract. So which means we're gonna get the ultimate finesse and impact for a long time, which is dope.
Yeah, hopefully we get that Impact belt.
What you call
I mean, I don't know.
he they need somebody like Chris Bay. And here's the thing.
No.
I remember at one point when we first heard, I know myself, when I first heard of Chris Bay, I was like, oh my God, this guy's a bootleg swerve. Like, it's a bootleg swerve. Then there was a point in time where Swerve wasn't shit, and I was like, Swerve is the dollar store Chris Bay. And now they're both on a level where each of them is that's Chris Bay, that's Swerve.
Yeah.
And it's great to see that both of them are finally coming truly into their own, finally finding their stride because at one point in time it really was one A, one B.
And not for nothing, I'm a bigger Chris Bay fan than Swerve.
I know he's coming up next. I'm trying to contain myself because you know what? Since you brought it up, let's just get to the nitty gritty. All right, the biggest news in wrestling so far this week. I'm trying to keep it under wraps. I tried to keep my enjoyment. The biggest news in wrestling this week has been the return of Mr. Wyndham, Mr. Bray, Mr. Fiend, Mr. Wyatt has returned. Not a
The GOAT.
not a little video clip or anything like that. At the end of Extreme Rules, which we'll go over, he actually returned. You saw him. We saw. Yeah, yes, we are,
And
Reggie. We all are about to lose. I know I am.
I'm tight. I'm tight because I went to the Raw premiere and they say, "Oh yeah, we got Bray Wyatt next," and all they did was just show the clip of a message he had, and then said, "Yeah, he's gonna be returning on SmackDown." And I'm like, "Oh,
That sucks. That sucks.
no, no."
But if any,
And you know me,
if any
you
of
know
you
how I
were
get down with the Fiend.
right, if any of you were wondering what my reaction was when Bray showed up on the screen and it was actually him. Um, have you ever seen that GIF of the I forgot what's his name, the chubby kid, and he's doing this? Yeah, that was me.
Yep.
I ain't gonna lie, that was me. That was me. I'm not gonna lie. I was in here screaming, hollering, doing all types of shit. Yeah, I was giddy, giggled, giggled.
And
I,
son,
I was happy as
let
shit.
me let me tell you something. Sunday at Comic Con, I went to New York Comic Con all 4 days. Sunday, I dressed up as the Fiend. The amount of people that stopped me for pictures and was just talking to me like, "Yo, he's back! I'm so excited." Bray got a big fan base out there, baby.
Bray has a huge fan base and following. Oh, and it looks like they're gonna do it. They're doing it right now. Oh, oh, oh! If this man comes out, I'm gonna scream. Yeah, Reggie, that's exactly how it was when he won the WWE title for the first time. I marked out. I jumped up and down on shit. I was hooting and hollering. Yeah, I did it all. I did it all. Bray has a huge following. Ooh, we're gonna get into that. We're gonna get into which ones we like the best. First of all, let's go over a couple more.
I like them both because I won.
Yeah, I bet you did. I bet you did. Joining us, ladies and gentlemen, from Cincinnati, Ohio. Give it up for the former champion. But at least he was a champion. I still haven't been a champion, so I can't say shit. The good stoner, Mr. Mike.
Yeah, last week was some bullshit. Lost my fucking belt, but it's all good. It's hunting season now. Hunting
Man,
season.
I've been fucking hunting all goddamn year. I ain't catch shit. How about that? Right. That's exactly. Yeah, fuck Tito. Not fuck yeah, Tito. Fuck Tito. He like them both because he won. Fuck him. God damn it.
Why,
Mm-hmm.
baby? Because I won. Mike, you were fighting champ. I love you, brother.
Yeah, some bullshit.
Yeah, fuck both of y'all. All right, the motherfuckers want to be champs and shit. Kiss my ass, both of y'all. You know what? Let's go over these goddamn pay per views real
I mean,
quick. Kiss my ass. Don't want to hear it. Kiss my ass. Kiss my ass. Let's go over the one that happened first. The one where I thought I actually had a chance. The Impact pay per view, Bound for Glory. Bound for Glory had a couple of matches. It had I guess you can call it a big surprise. Uh, it wasn't a big surprise to me. I'm really not a big fan of it, but we'll get into it. First on their pre-show, they had the Bullet Club, which was Ace Austin, Chris Bay, and Juice Robinson. Juice Robinson is a fucking hot commodity. He's everywhere right now because he's not signed to New Japan, you know. So Juice is everywhere. Jordan. Oh, I got something to say about Jordan.
when did juice become a hot commodity?
um, I don't know with his goddamn oversized big ass dome, looking like my man from Mastermind. What? That's neither here nor there. Bullet Club defeated Alex Zane, Laredo Kid, and Trey Miguel. The other pre-show match saw of the return of part of the name that you see me using right now. Brian Myers defended his Digital Impact Media Championship against who? Dirty Dango, baby. Dango. The Dango was going on, ladies and gentlemen. My boy Dango. That's my boy. Uh, I'm so mad that Fandango is no longer in WWE. I'm so mad about that. But Brian Myers did defeat Dango to retain the belt. And the first match of Bound for Glory, since you asked which show do we like the most, I liked Extreme Rules overall better. But for me, match of the weekend was this match right here. Frankie Kazarian versus Speedball Mike Bailey. Now I know I'm one of the first people that's always going, fucking Frankie Kazarian is old as shit. No one cares if he's in a match. Well, Frankie Kazarian shut my ass the fuck up with this match. This was my you know what? This is my 1A match of the weekend. I have a 1A and a 1B. This is my 1A match right here. Since it was the first one I saw. Frankie Kazarian actually beat Speedball by submission of all things. Great match. These two put on a hell of a goddamn show. Going back and forth all goddamn match. I, it was about a 12-minute match, and it was worth all 12 minutes of it.
Is he still with AEW?
Frankie Kazarian, yes, he is still with AEW.
Mm.
He is still with AEW, but he is
Not bad.
currently but he's currently the Impact X Division champion.
Well,
And
AEW doesn't mind letting their talents go to different promotions not named WWE.
but they're now starting to slow down on some of the people going to other promotions, which is
Yep.
wild. They're slowing down on that, but yet they allow their man to win. But Impact don't care. Impact can put a belt on any goddamn body.
Mm-hmm. Not we've known in the past. Motherfucker
Impact
will not be signed and will
and
still
have
have
a
a
belt.
belt.
Right. Impact will put a motherfucker who is legit not signed to them and put a belt on Frankie Kazarian. Shit. He's not signed at all to them.
Mm-hmm.
Shit. What we have? We have Juice and
Shit, their world
what's his
title
name?
was
Philly.
held. Their world title was held by somebody not with the company.
Right.
Yep. Omega had that shit for a minute.
Frankie, but if I'm not mistaken, I didn't finish all of Impact yesterday. I apologize about that because I was celebrating. I am officially an old man because I have a grown adult child. My daughter turned 21. So that's what I was celebrating yesterday, and that's why we were not on. Um, I was getting ready to say I didn't finish. I didn't finish Impact, and I was wondering what Frankie was going to do. And Frankie, that's what I thought. Frankie, it was rumored that he was going to use Option C, and yes, he did. Thank you very much. Option C, for those of you who don't know, is Option C is if you are the X Division champion, you can forfeit that title to have a shot at the world title. So he's going to come after whoever the world champion may be. And the reason why I say is whoever is because of what happened in the Shoot Your Shot Gauntlet. Now, after that great match, we had a pretty good match, pretty good match between Mickey James and Mia Yim. This is part of Mickey James' end of the road tour, where if she wants to win the Impact Knockouts Championship one more time, what if she loses? That's her career. She's gonna just quit. But Mickey wasn't losing to Mia. Mickey James won that. And next matchup, it is surprisingly, I shouldn't say surprisingly, because Impact never makes their female wrestlers look weak, and the female wrestlers at Impact work very well together. We had the Death Dolls taking on Vex. Death Dolls being Jessica and Taya Valkyrie, Vex being Chelsea Green and Deanna Carrazzo. Vex was the champions until after this match, where now the Death Dolls have taken over. And I like the pairing of Taya, Jessica, and Rosemary together. I like that crazy ass pairing. They they're like, I'm trying to think of the best comparison. Taya and Jessica together is Impact's equivalent of Nia and Shayna.
You're right. You're right.
I believe it was probably Mongo that said Rosemary is turning. Mongo's always looking for a goddamn elder. No
Mm-hmm.
Mongo, it was no Mongo, it was him.
Yeah, it was Mongo.
But I'm putting Taya and Jessica in the same category as Shayna and Nia because with Jessica and Nia, you get the powerhouses, the
Hmm.
ones that are going to give you the high impact move, or more than likely get the finisher. Whereas with Shayna and Taya, you get the more technical and more refined wrestler out of that particular person.
I was gonna say, and I like that comparison. I was gonna say you know what they remind me of, and they remind me a lot of Team Hell No. Opposites attract. You know, you got Havoc, she's Kane, and Taya is DB, and the quirky dynamic works. It works.
Definitely does.
It
Yeah,
works. They're both
it does.
opposites that you can tell like they're both opposites. You know what I'm saying? But for some reason, it just works. So I can see them as like a team hell no in a sense. But Shayna and Nia also works.
Roxanne
There's
getting her ass beat by Bailey.
there's also rumor going around that WWE might be looking to bring back Chelsea Green once her contract with Impact is over. If I was Chelsea, listen. You know what? Here's the thing. We all say if we're so and so and so, I would stay where I was at. At the end of the fucking day. Let's be realistic. WWE is the big time. Everybody wants to make it to the big time.
Hmm.
So to say, she should stay in Impact. No, Baby girl, if WWE wants you, go for it and make that money.
And she should because she never really got a shot. Because every time she had a match, she got injured right after.
And the thing about it is that shit is still going on though. So I don't know why WWE would fucking want her. She's still Mr. Glass.
Yes, she is.
After every match, this girl is breaking. Look how long her wrist was broke. For like damn near a year and a half because she kept injuring it. Like I mean, to me,
I don't get. She sucks, man. I don't know. She just sucks. Like she sucks. I mean, every time I watch Chelsea Green in the ring, I'm just like, hell no. Like even, and I don't watch Impact as I should, but when I do see her and Deanna Russell, it's like you can tell Deanna's carrying that team. Carrying that team.
Deanna's a great fucking wrestler overall, period. So
Mm-hmm.
no matter what team that she's on, they're gonna wind up, she's gonna be the main focus and main star. So, but WWE says that it's looking like they might want her back. And if they do, where does she go? Does she go to NXT or does she go to the main roster? That's the whole thing too. Because at this point in her career, where she's at in Impact or whatever the case may be, you got to figure she goes to the main roster.
I mean, yeah. I mean, she had she paid her dues in NXT. So I mean, I I wouldn't blame them for putting her on Raw or SmackDown. She paid her dues last time she was there. She paid her dues in NXT. So I wouldn't blame them. But I mean, I don't know. She just fucking sucks. Okay, I'm sorry. She fucking sucks. She fucking sucks. Like, I mean, she's not Eva Marie bad, but she's like a step above that. Like she's not good. She's not good, man. I'm sorry, but Matt Cardona. I mean, I'm sorry, bro, but your lady, yeah.
I mean,
Uh.
I don't have any arguments with that. So, yeah. I don't have any arguments with that, but other people might. Next up on the card was the Kingdom, Matt Taven and Mike Bennett, who are the champions, the Impact champions, against the Motor City Machine Guns, Alan Kelly and Chris Sabin. Um, Good match, really good match. Uh, that's all I'm gonna say on that. Just a good match. The Kingdom kept their belt. I'm not a big fan of Taven and Bennett, but it is what it is.
Yeah,
Next,
Taven. I mean, I think we're all in agreement that we're not fans of Matt Taven.
he doesn't. The matches that I've seen, he doesn't suck. He's just not entertaining to me.
Right.
He's not entertaining to me. Like I said, the matches that I've seen, he hasn't sucked. Like it's just like okay, I guess. Yeah, who's your partner again? Okay, yeah. Put Maria on the screen. There we go. That's what we want. The next match was the 20-person intergender Call Your Shot Gauntlet. Call Your Shot Gauntlet is pretty much like a damn battle royal. Every minute, somebody comes in, and so the final two people then becomes a one-on-one matchup. The people who were the contestants in the gauntlet were number one, Eric Young, Then we had Joe Hendry, Steve Macklin, Rick Swan, PCO, Savannah Evans, Johnny Swinger, Tasha Steeles, Killer Kelly, Moose, Sammy Callahan, Taylor Wilde, Giselle Shore, the surprise entrant, Bully Ray. Bully Ray, Tommy Dreamer, Rhino, my man Bundir Gajar, Heath, Bobby Fish, and Matt Cardona. Now, the reason I mentioned Booba, my man Booba, Booba looked like he might have had something going on, but my thing was, I felt like I really thought Steve Macklin was going. I really thought Steve Macklin was going to pull it off. But
Yeah,
once again,
he's been on such a hot streak. You know, they that's another Steve Macklin, just like Brian Meyer, and although we can't stand him, just like Matt Cardona, they turned him who was really in WWE into a fucking hot commodity. He's been on fire in Impact.
he's a fucking monster in Impact.
Mm-hmm.
Straight up and down, he's a monster in Impact. Like
Mm-hmm.
he's one of the people you don't want to fight in Impact.
Right.
He's a monster. Bully Ray actually won this. Once again, we have an old person who can't let the young people have their light. So that I am once again, people, as you can see, I am not a fan of old stars coming back. I am not a fan of it. Macklin is one of the best motherfuckers. He really is. Macklin is no joke right now. But get back to Bully Ray. I am not a fan of these old stars coming in like that. I wasn't a fan of Edge. Wasn't a fan of CM Punk. Not a fan of Bully Ray. Not a fan of Rey Mysterio. Not a fan of Chris. I'm gonna be honest. I'm not a fan of Chris Jericho being old and being on top. I understand why he's on top in that company, but am I a
Yeah,
fan of
see,
it? No.
I don't get why Bubba won.
You know what? I agree,
But
but I will say this about Impact. They do a good job. Well, they do a damn good job of incorporating the veterans. Although, albeit they'll put them in a title spot, but they'll immediately, once that feud is over, they'll immediately take them away from it. Because I remember
I
when,
don't know. I don't know because guess what? They put that fucking belt on Mickey and she had it for over about a year, bro.
yeah,
yeah,
but but Mickey's also one of the greatest women's wrestlers of all time.
I understand that, but look at the people that they had there. They had Tasha Steele. They had Kira Hogan at the time. They had a whole bunch of females.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, and I do agree that they fucked up on Kiera Hogan. They fucked up on Kiera Hogan,
And
and as
she's
you can
fucking
see,
herself over right now being a lackey.
she's the lackey being a baddie to Jade. But I like I was mentioning like with Tommy Dreamer going up against Rich Swann. Did Tommy Dreamer deserve that title shot? No. But did I go into that match hating it? No. It was actually a decent match.
I'm not saying that Bully won't put on a decent match against Josh Alexander, but is he needed to be there?
nah,
Look at that could have legit been Steve Macklin shot.
that could have been Mac.
Yeah.
That could have
And
been Macklin. That
we
could
could
have
have
been
had a
Sammy.
three-way: Mac, Frankie, and Josh.
We could have had fucking it could have been Sammy Callahan. Fucking Trey Miguel. It could have been anybody.
Is Macklin ready to be champ?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, because all Macklin is about is kicking ass and saying your name. So yeah,
So
yeah.
yeah, we gonna talk about how Bobby Fish got booed in his own hometown during that match,
Listen, nobody
and
fucks with
and,
Bobby Fish.
and got that CM Punk chance.
That was the funniest part. Bobby Fish during Bobby Fish's little run when when everybody first comes to the gauntlet match, they go on a little run, they beat up everybody, get their little moves in on everybody. During that time, we got a CM Punk chant during that, and the reason being for the CM Punk chant was um Bobby Fish talking shit about how Punk can't throw a proper kick. So it was just a whole back and forth. I mean, Bobby Fish, nobody was expecting you to win. Let's leave it at that. Nobody was expecting you to win. Next match, as pointed out earlier, we had Jordan Grace against Masha Slamovich. This this matchup, I would say, is one of the first times I have ever seen a female horse fight. These two females beat each other up. But Jordan did most of the beat. Jordan was whooping Masha's ass for her ramen hair noodle hairstyle. Hairstyle.
Like if like if she slept with fucking Gresham.
My baby Jordan was out here looking like a brand new pack of chicken ramen noodles, boy. I tell you,
Listen,
that's what she was out here looking.
I love me some thick mama pump, but the accuracy of that hairstyle, boy.
It was funny, but you know what? She beat the shit out of Masha. I was like, God
She
damn.
got she got her like if she caught her in Gresham's DMs, huh?
Right. Prime 80s perm. Prime 80s perm. I'm talking aerobics 80s perm. Like that aerobics 80s perm type style. But they beat the hell out of each other. Jordan Grace remains the champion. And then we get to the final match of the night. Josh Alexander versus Eddie Edwards.
All right, quick question.
Yeah.
Who beats Jordan? Because I can see her going. I can see her having a Walter like run with that belt. Especially how shredded she is now. She's a fucking cyborg.
She really is. She looks like fucking.
Son.
Okay, I'm much older than y'all, so I don't know if y'all remember this show, American Gladiators.
Yep.
Yes, sir.
Do you remember the first set of American Gladiators, not the reboot, when they had that big, brolic, blonde chick Zap? That's who
Yep.
the fuck Jordan Grace reminds me of.
That's her auntie.
Jordan Grace reminds me of fucking Zap. This the big, brolic, blonde chick that was. She was like the same
That's her
size. She was
auntie,
like the
son.
same size as the black dude Gemini. That was mad brolic, but Zap was like the same size as him. That's who Jordan Grace reminds me of.
Oh shit! They got not the. Just a brief tangent. They got Zelina with Delgado.
Yeah, that's we're gonna get into that. We're gonna get into that. But you know what? Let's just end talk about this last match real quick. Josh Alexander defeated Eddie Edwards, and then of course at the end, I don't know more came out to try to jump Josh Alexander, and what wound up happening, Bully Ray came and saved him. Yada yada yada. So Bully Ray and Josh is what we're headed to, but don't forget Frankie Kazarian just said he's choosing option C. So we'll see how that leads into that. Now into WWE. Mike, since you brought it up, well, first of all, Liv is trying to die. Oh, Liv tried.
Oh shit!
Why she beating up Sonya like that?
Because Sonya whipped her ass
They
the other
live
day.
looking good, boy. Damn.
Well, Liv just tried to die. That's what she just tried to do. But well, damn. But sheesh.
God damn.
Since we gonna talk WWE, yes, Mike, that is something that our boy Mongo would wanted us to bring up because he was highly upset about this. As we see, Legado de Fantasma has been called up to the main roster, making their main roster debut. Um, the first thing that they did was the same thing that I said last week on our show last week. I hope they don't have Legado still with that fucking feud with Hit Row. Guess what, folks? As you just, if you're watching SmackDown, you just saw that feud is still fucking going on. No one wants it, no one needs it, no one cares for it. But we still got a Hit Row versus Legado feud, and the bullshit is Hit Row is now minus their leader. So how good is this feud really? This feud was only as good as what Swerve and Escobar put into it. Okay, so this feud makes no sense. And instead of Electra moving with Legado to the for the main roster ride, they decided to put Zelina Vega with Legado.
I
It's
like
not a bad move.
I
It's
like it a
not a
lot.
bad. It's not a bad move. It's really not a bad move. And to be honest, this is where Zelina works her best.
Yep, as a manager, she
As
is.
as a as an active manager, a manager who can get physical.
She's incredible as a manager. Like Zelina can wrestle. She can wrestle, but especially in WWE, her bag is in managing. And if Andrade's not there, who's the next best person she can be a manager with and work with?
Mini Andrade.
Yep, Escobar.
Exactly. Like, like if you paid attention, if you didn't know about Zelina, as I really didn't know about Zelina before her WWE stuff. Mongo and Matt let me know that she was an actor. She was wrestling in Impact. I did not know that. However, my introduction to her was her slapping Almas in the parking lot and
Right,
getting when Almas was going through his partying stage in NXT, losing matches. Her slapping his ass up in the parking lot, and next thing I know, Almas is champion.
right.
She has a track record of getting getting that Spanish heel over. She can get that Spanish heel over. She really, really can.
Hmm.
I'm not mad at her being with Legado. It's just surprising considering the fact that nothing was wrong with Electra.
No, yeah, nothing was wrong with her at all. Yeah, Zelina's an upgrade though, but I do think that they would have served. They wouldn't have lost the step had they kept Electra.
Right. Zelina's an upgrade as
Pretty
far
much.
Zelina's an upgrade as far as the mic work.
Yeah,
Because Electra is, I would say, she's not on this very same level as Zelina as far as in ring ability, but her physical stature makes up
and
for it.
I think they could have had both. They could have had Electra just be like their little China. Let Selena do all the fucking talking for them.
I guess so, but then you run the risk of Zelina and Electra teaming together and going after the women's belt, the women's tag belts.
yeah, nobody wants to see that shit.
Right, not at all.
And speaking of Hit Row, real quick, you know who they need? Mello.
Melo.
They need Mello.
Yo,
They need Melo. And Melo
They,
worked. Melo actually worked the main event match this week.
yep, he was there on Raw
Melo,
against Cedric Alexander, and he whipped some ass.
Melo and Von Wagner.
wait, Cedric's still there?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, fuck.
and
Listen, you know what though? Cedric ain't dumb. Cedric is playing his part right now because
no, but it was
he
a good
knows
match.
but he knows Trips got him. Think about it. Cedric didn't have a fucking
Yeah.
contract until that CWC matchup, and Trips came out and gave his ass a contract. Then what
Yeah.
happened after that?
Not for
Then what
nothing.
happened after that? Trips put the fucking 205 belt on his ass for over a year.
Yeah. Triple made him a star.
Hmm
He ain't gonna chill now that Trips in charge. He know what to do.
Yeah.
But not for nothing. Melo had a good match on that main event match with Cedric, and then Von Wagner, he was facing R-Truth, and
Geico
Truth works his
caveman.
magic.
Geico caveman.
Hmm
Fucking.
All right.
But
All right. Let's move on to the next pay-per-view of the weekend. In my opinion, since you asked, I would say the overall better pay-per-view because for the first time in a long time, we actually had an extreme rules pay-per-view. People actually went apeshit this pay-per-view. First matchup for the night. My 1B. Remember, I told you Speedball and Frankie was 1A. That's only because I saw that match first. My 1B, the Brawling Brutes versus Imperium. Good Googa Mooga. This match was about 17, 18 minutes of pure fucking chaos. And what was it? This was called a old-fashioned Donnybrook match. Basically a fight. And that's what we got for 17 minutes. The Brawling Brutes did pull out the victory. But, gentlemen, Brawling Brutes, Imperium, Sheamus. Sheamus.
Sheamus looked like a whole new man.
Sheamus is probably on one of his best runs that I've seen him on in a very long time.
you know what?
I haven't seen Sheamus on a run this good since the Bar first established themselves.
Yeah.
You know what? This is what I'll say about Sheamus. Sheamus would probably go down as one of the most underappreciated champions ever.
Yeah.
Oh, without a
Like
doubt.
Sheamus,
Without a
over
doubt.
this past decade, for the most part, he's always there. He's always available. You can always put a belt on him, and for the most part, it'll make sense.
Mm-hmm.
And if you need him as a workhorse, he can do that. If you need him to put somebody over, he can do that. Like Sheamus, man. Listen, I've always fucked with Sheamus. It's like I said, he's gonna go down, and he's won every belt almost.
Except for the IC belt.
Yeah,
Nah, except that the IC.
and this what this match is
He
for
just need
right
the
here
IC.
on
They
SmackDown.
grand slammed it. Yep.
That match, you know what I really like seeing with regards to the Brawling Brutes and Imperium fight. What I really
Oh, here comes
I'll
fuckery.
say it again. Sheamus run with the Brutes is energizing like Randy became with Grim. It really has. Right? You're not lying on that. You're not lying on that. The one thing I like watching when I watch the Brutes versus Imperium is Brutes versus Imperium gives you a old NXT feeling. It gives you a black and gold NXT feeling because out of that group, out of those 6 men, you technically have 5 black and gold NXT people. Even though Ridge was hurt for a lot of it,
Hmm
technically you have 5 black and gold NXT people. So they have great timing with each other.
And then you got the best of NXT UK in there.
Repeat done. But no. Fuck a Rey Mysterio. We don't acknowledge that motherfucker. Fuck Rey Mysterio. But
Threw this little man into the match.
all right, do this fucking little fucking. Who want his bitch ass?
I smell
Step
fuckery.
on him, somebody.
Solo gonna kill that man.
Well, they had to replace Cross because Cross got ran over by a car by Drew and then smashed into the car by Drew. Right. Usos and New Day matches, Brutes and Imperium. And the thing about it is, Ridge doesn't suck. We just hate him because of what he did to Big E. That's the
I
problem.
still think he sucks.
Ridge,
I still think he sucks, and I want to beat his ass for what he did to Big E.
I don't. Ridge doesn't suck. That's the thing. Ridge truly doesn't. He just, yeah.
Which I saw Big E at Comic Con on Thursday, and the man he look healthy, he look happy, he's resting.
I mean, we still call. Speaking of Rid, first of all, I'm just glad for my boy Butch, man. I'm just glad they got him in his Pete Dunne gear at least. Now, Trips, do us the biggest favor. Get rid of the name Butch.
If you know what, even if you keep Butch, let Pete be Pete and get that man a title.
Mm-hmm.
Put Pete in the fucking single. Listen, you're doing good right now with Gargano. You got Gargano on one show. You got Pete Dunne on another show. Those are your mid-card champs.
Mm-hmm.
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 I'm not taking anything away from Walter. Walter, Gunther, step him up to the big dog. Step Gunther up to the Roman table, so that way you can have that. Put those mid card titles on Butch and Gargano. Quick.
Yeah, like especially now that especially that and we mentioned this a couple months ago. The OG NXT brand has officially taken over the main roster on
Right.
both shows. So you might as well, like you said, put the mid card belt US title on Gargano, put the IC title on Pete Dunne, have Walter go after Roman or whoever. Like it's time for the NXT for Trips' NXT class to take over the brand, take over the main roster.
The problem is it is time for it, but the problem is the young lions that Vince left in charge are right in their prime. That's the problem.
Yeah.
Like Seth, KO, Sammy. Even though KO and Sammy are NXT guys, they've been on the main roster long enough.
Yeah, they both been on the main roster since what 2015.
You know what I mean? Roman, like that. That's a hard crew to take over. Thank you for
Yeah.
joining us. You have a good night and be safe whatever you do. Please be safe.
Yes, please be safe. Please be safe on this Friday night.
Now, it's a hard freaking crew to take over from right now. So I see where the dilemma lies with Trips, but at the same time, you're right. It is time for his boys to take over. His boys. But let's finish going over this Extreme Rules card real quick. Um, First match, as I said, was the Royal Roots defeated Imperium. Next match in a real extreme rules match. Ronda Rousey defeated Liv Morgan by choking her out, and Liv was smiling during the chokeout.
No, I don't like Ronda like that, but thank God that Liv Morgan run came to an end.
That if they would have let Liv win, I would have been pissed for Ronda, and I would have told her to break character and go off again. 'Cause there's no way that Ronda should have lost that match, and I'm glad they didn't allow her to lose that match. And I don't know about the rest of y'all perverts, but Liv smiling, wow, she was that was nice. That was nice. I like that a little bit. A little smile. I like that. I like that. But people were pissed because she was smiling. Now, here's the thing.
For what? For what? Why
I
was
had
that?
no
For
idea.
what?
No idea.
I mean, did they not just see what she did to fucking Sonya a few minutes ago?
They just want to be mad to be mad.
Like,
Remember,
Liv?
they were so behind her winning the title, and now that she actually did, they turned on her real quick.
I
You know
mean,
why? Because Liv shouldn't have fucking won the title to begin with. People realize she sucked.
yeah.
She should have fucking won that shit to begin with. People need to realize people realize that she fucking sucks. So oh fucking well. But
I mean, what's wrong with her showing that she's a little bit deranged?
right. And here's the thing, she was always like that. That was always her
Exactly.
character. Liv's character has always been a play off of Harley Quinn.
Mm-hmm.
So why wouldn't she be smiling? And if you watch tonight, after she jumped off of that shit and tried to die, she was smiling then too.
mm-hmm.
She was smiling then too. That's her thing. She's going cuckoo.
Yeah.
She's snapping. It
Yeah.
didn't seem real enough to people. Who smiles when they're getting choked out? Listen, there's a lot of people that do a lot of shit for some money.
Listen.
I'm about to say,
Listen.
There's a lot of people who do a lot of shit for some money,
See
Reggie.
but see that's the problem with a lot of wrestling fans. This shit is too real for them.
Right.
They're telling a story.
It's, listen,
This is the art of storytelling in wrestling.
here's the thing. That's another thing. Wrestling fans are so fickle. They want reality, but then they want a story. They want hard hitting, but not that hard. Like wrestling fans are fickle. They don't know what the hell they want. They really don't. They really don't. Who smiles when they getting choked out?
listen, look at
Listen.
look at her gear. She kind of kinky, right? You know?
Thank you. She's Quagmire. Okay? Fucking Quagmire. Okay?
Giggity giggity.
The same people who smile getting choked the same people who smile getting choked out are the same people who understand why Dominic is with Rhea Ripley. Okay. The same
That,
people.
there you go. That's the perfect fucking answer because I want to sign up next to me with Rhea.
The same people who smile while getting choked out is the same people who understand why Dominic is with Rhea. End of the
Mm-hmm.
end. Now that's the end of that discussion.
Right.
But Ronda actually did a great job of letting it be known she was the superior brute in this match, which is what she was and which is what she was supposed to have been. So, and for once, I don't think I've ever said this before. I've never been so happy to see Ronda Rousey win a wrestling title. Never been so happy. I was like, yes.
And that's what I'm saying.
Like I was legit happy. Like, yes.
Especially especially with this being her second run, you could tell that she has actually like put in the work.
Yeah, she isn't injuring people anymore. I'll
Mm-hmm.
say that. I'll say that. You know what? Ronda Rousey, this second run that Ronda Rousey has had so far has been a lot better than the first time around. She understands that this isn't UFC now.
Mm-hmm.
She understands fans are going to have an opinion, and she's playing off of that, which is a
Mm-hmm.
lot better than what she did before it having a reaction.
Yeah. Like she's finally getting the gist of this being sports entertainment.
Right. She's finally getting the fact that she's finally learning that she has to act.
Mm-hmm. And
You
I
have to
actually
act.
like this run. I
It,
like this
it,
run.
it hasn't been bad. It hasn't been bad and horrible. I will say that. It has not been bad and horrible.
Mm-hmm.
You're right. They aren't feeding
Yeah.
her to everyone. And the fact that she lost.
Exactly. I was just about to say they've actually made her look human.
She
Like
lost.
they've actually made her look human and take a couple L's.
Mm-hmm. Right. You know what I mean?
Like
So
so it
it's been a
is
much
not.
better run.
Yeah. So I'm happy that she has found her way in this business of sports entertainment. I'm happy for her.
Right, because she's a hell of a good athlete.
Mm-hmm.
She's a hell of a good athlete. Like it's and you know what? They aren't trying to force her being a face either. That's
Right.
another big thing right there. They're letting her work off the crowd reaction that she's getting.
Because
That
if you think about it, her character is more heel than face.
I can't, calling yourself the baddest person on the fucking planet makes you a heel automatically.
Mm-hmm.
Just to let you know that.
Mm-hmm.
Calling yourself the baddest anything on the planet makes you an automatic heel.
Yep.
So there goes that right there.
And not only that, look whose name she adopted. Rowdy Ronda
Yeah.
Rousey.
One of the greatest heels of all time.
One of the great,
You gotta be a heel with that name.
right? One of the greatest heels who turned into one of the greatest tweeners of all time.
Mm-hmm.
Next matchup, we had Karrion Cross defeating Drew McIntyre by help of in a strap match by help of a fireball to him eyeballs from Scarlett.
Ooh.
Scarlett bloated. Drew McIntyre faces up, and that's how Karrion Cross got the win. Bloated his face up with the fireball,
I love it. I love it.
which is the
Did she
reason.
hit him this time?
I mean, no. I mean, it was close enough. It was close enough. You know what I mean? So that's what led to Drew running his ass over with the car earlier tonight. So we'll see. So Cross look. Here's the thing about that though. Scarlett had a lot more interaction in this match than what I was expecting, considering the fact this was a strap match. Scarlett had a lot more interaction in this match than what I was expecting. And this win, in my eyes, didn't make Cross look strong. He looked a little, in my eyes, it made him look weak. Like he looked weak in a win.
Mm.
Like if that would have been the only thing Scarlett did the entire matchup, then fine.
Right.
I wouldn't have had no issue. But the fact that she intervened several times throughout the matchup, I was like, this don't look good for somebody that's supposed to be a powerhouse. Somebody that's supposed to be
Right.
a
Like
scary monster.
yeah, this dude's a demon. Like,
Right,
why is he needing all this help?
right. Like, yeah, it made that win look weak to me. But we'll see how that goes. The next match was actually the next match was fucking amazing. The next match you have was Bianca Belair versus Bayley in a ladder match. Good grief. Good grief. Bianca, October 14th, 2022, 9:45 p.m. Kenneth Rivers. You can mark this down in your books. As Kenneth Rivers King. You can quote me. Bianca Belair, before her reign is officially over, her time is over in wrestling, she will be known as the greatest women's champion in WWE history.
Yep.
Yeah, yeah.
Son, she put on a hell of a performance.
She, since NXT, we've watched Bianca Belair. Me and Mike especially watched Bianca Belair since NXT. Because the first time we see her, we were like, who is this badass little honey on television?
Oh,
Right
dude.
here, talking shit.
Mm-hmm.
When I first laid eyes on her, dog, I fell in love instantly.
Like,
Instantly. I'm like, who is this? And where can I see more of her? And when she
immediately.
debuted, I immediately said, she's gonna be a gigantic star.
Son,
And they actually worked their way and they showed her getting better in NXT. They showed her getting better in
mm-hmm.
NXT to the point where she was to the point where we were mad when she got called up because she never got the chance to get the NXT title. We were so pissed. Yeah, fuckery. Yes. Rey Mysterio won that match.
Fuckery.
Anyway,
Bianca put on a goddamn show.
I'll say this.
If the wrestling guys do this, Reggie, I will send you $20 out of my own pocket. I will send you the 20 out of my own pocket, Reggie. But Bianca, the other part about this is too that I have to say, Bailey, for someone who missed as much time as she did with the injury that she had, to come back and put on this type of performance in a ladder match, she was not afraid to take a bump. She gave bumps. Pretty much, let's put it this way: if it wasn't for Bianca hitting the KOD on the damn ladder, Bailey would be champion. These two women put on a great show, and I'm noticing a common denominator with all the great women matches that I am watching lately. Bianca Belair.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. And son, and my first experience with Bianca was at Takeover against Deonna Purrazzo when they like first signed to NXT. They were a pre-show match,
The Brooklyn one.
and yep,
I remember that match. And
and I knew both of them.
You know what Bianca
You could
it
just tell
is?
both of them had that star power.
Yeah. You know what Bianca is to me? She has the workhorse ability of Seth with the charisma of Roman. Like, because she's always who do we see every Monday night? Who's the feature every Monday night? Bianca.
mhm,
Who has been putting on banger after banger after banger, either on Monday night or on a pay-per-view?
Bianca.
Bianca. That's where I compare her to Seth. Who do we see on perfect example? She's on a fucking DoorDash commercial right now. We see her in DoorDash
I was just about
commercials.
to say that.
She was on not too long ago. She was on College Game Day. She has been on various shows doing interviews.
She's been on Wild now. She's been on
While and out,
like
like Roman. Like We are witnessing a walking brand.
She was
Bianca Belair has become a brand.
Didn't she just get a makeup deal too, if I'm not mistaken?
I want to say so.
I think she got a makeup deal too, if I'm not mistaken.
Is she with
I think
Fenty?
she did.
I forgot who it was, but I believe she got a makeup deal as well. Like she is a walking brand. This woman has branded herself and made good on it. And dude, and the thing about it is, Sasha has done that. Oh my God, is he here? Oh, I'm bugging. No. I'm sorry, folks. I'm still watching SmackDown myself, and I think it's time for you know who. And if it is, I don't want to scream too loud because then my daughter's just going to hear me sound like a little girl. I don't need them to hear that, folks. I don't need them to hear that. Usually when I watch pay-per-views, stuff like that, it brings all the kids in the crowd, so they don't know I sound like a girl when I speak. Because they don't need to know that. You know, daddy's a superhero. They don't need to know I scream. mm, mm. But Sasha has that ability, but I feel that Sasha's attitude blocks a lot of potential that she could have. Whereas Bianca's a more outgoing and friendly person and more of a fan favorite. Oh boy, he's in here.
Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go. Ladies and gentlemen, yeah. At this moment, we're gonna take some time to just
Mark out.
mark the fuck out. Lord,
This nigga's really here. Yo, and they gave him even creepier music. This is crazy. This is crazy. I can't be. I can't go mute myself, folks, because we still got a show. We still got a show to finish. What I am gonna do real quick is I'm gonna go over these last two matches real quick while everybody else is muted. We had Finn Balor defeating Edge in an I Quit match by making Edge say I quit by having Rhea threatening to give Beth a concerto. So Edge said I quit and she still bashed her fucking head in.
woo,
She
woo.
still bashed her fucking head in.
I'm sorry, brother. I was
I
marking
know.
out for you there.
I know. I'm trying my best to be the best. I'm trying my best. This is the hardest show I've ever had to do right now. The last match we had in the fight pit, Matt Riddle versus Seth Rollins. Special referee Carl Winslow. I mean Daniel Cormier.
It's a rare condition. This day and age.
Matt Riddle wins the match by just about dying by jumping off of the damn fight pit onto with the Broton. Hold on, this man is talking. Hold on.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, you're gonna have to excuse us. You know, I know we have a show to run. You know what I'm saying? But this is what happens when you have, without question, the most creative, the most unique, the most scary mind in all of wrestling returning to where he belongs. And it's the fucking pop that he got in Philly. It's been years since a wrestler received a pop like that.
Yo, Bray is talking. Wyndham is talking. Not Bray. Wyndham is
Yeah,
talking.
this is Wyndham. And that's the crazy part. This is Wyndham. Like, there's only a handful of wrestlers in this business that has a cult following. Bray Wyatt is one of those wrestlers that has a cult following and
On both
people
sides.
absolutely love him. Like, and one of the leaders of this cult following is Kendego Tonga himself.
Goddamn right. Goddamn right. Sign me the fuck up. I'm drinking the juice.
I remember when we used to do live streams during the pay-per-view. And when Bray won that title at Elimination Chamber, I heard Kenny scream all the way from Brooklyn to Cincinnati. Like, I've never heard a grown man scream.
I told you we ain't gonna tell people I scream.
Hey, brother.
They heard it.
They heard it. The whole US of A heard it that night, brother. But yes,
Yo,
this
man is
dude right
emotional
here,
right now. Yo, this is, ladies and gentlemen. I apologize that we are muting ourselves with this, but this man has not been on television in forever, and as we already know, I am a huge fan. Tito is. We call Tito the Puerto Rican Bray. I guess I'm the Black Bray. Like, and this man is talking from his heart.
and you know what? I think our viewers understand why we're reacting like this and why we are pausing and going back and forth here. They know why. They understand why. Like, this dude right here, man. Listen, you see, I'm stammering because this is how good this
Oh,
man
oh,
is.
oh! Wait a minute. Wait a minute. And just like that, I am hooked. Once again, line sinker, take me, take the wheel. I am hooked. Take the wheel. Once again, I am take the wheel. I take the wheel. I am on a roller coaster. Take the wheel. I'm hooked. I, that, I, yeah.
Wait a minute. Whoa. What the what
I'm
what
hooked.
the
I'm
fuck
hooked.
is this?
I'm hooked. I'm hooked. I'm hooked.
So is
I'm
he
hooked.
having a battle within himself?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I, and I need more of it. That's all I know. I don't know
Whoa.
when I need more. I,
You know what's the shit that's gonna suck? Bray is only exclusively appearing on SmackDown.
So what?
So we gotta wait. We gotta wait till next Friday to figure out what's going on.
Hey,
That's all right.
these days you
I'm
got back
okay.
like a motherfucker. Okay.
I, we got him back on television. That's all I need. I don't care if it's just
I
for one
just
show.
I just need them to hurry up and put that mask on the WWE shop because I didn't wait to buy the T-shirt on the shop. I bought it at Barclays Center for like $40.
Take the wheel.
$40 well spent.
Take the wheel. I am take the wheel. I am in hook, line, sinker. I'm there. I'm hooked. Take the wheel. Ladies and gentlemen. Whew. As I was saying, the last match of Extreme Rules was Matt Riddle versus Seth freaking Rollins. Um special guest, like a special guest referee, Carl Winslow. Um this match was a hard hitting match. Uh it was defeat it Matt Riddle won by jumping off of the top of the fight pit onto Seth Rollins' ribs, which is why he came out Monday with the taped ribs in his match against Lashley, because Seth Rollins is now your United States champion because of what happened to Lashley before the match. Before the match on Monday Night Raw of Lashley and Seth Rollins, Brock Lesnar made his appearance and beat Lashley's ass.
Yes, he did.
Seth took advantage, won the championship, and guess what, folks? We're about to have a Brock Lesnar feud that does not involve a title.
Yep.
And if I do say so, this last Cowboy Brock run has been one of Brock's best runs, and this latest Lashley run has definitely been Lashley's best WWE run.
Without a
So
doubt.
these two are on absolute fire.
Right. This is going to be, even though we would have loved to have seen this match when they were much younger in their age prime, but right now, both of these gentlemen are in their sports entertainment prime. So
Mm-hmm.
this should be a really interesting and good matchup. It really
Mm-hmm.
should be. This should be a really interesting and good matchup for them. Um, Overall, I think UTR, we are going to give Extreme Rules a solid A and give Bound for Glory a B plus. I'm going to give it a B plus only because Bully Ray won. That's the
I can agree with that.
that's the only
Yeah.
reason. That's the only reason why I'm gonna give it a B plus is because Bully Ray won. The
I'm
rest of the
giving
pay per view was great.
I understand.
I'm giving Extreme Rules a A plus because Bray returned.
Yes,
Yeah. Yeah.
yes,
Yep. We got Bray back.
yeah,
We got Bray back. That's that should be the title of this this episode. We got Bray back.
yeah. That Bray coming back at the end of the, of course, at the end of the matchup, Riddle's walking out. Everything goes black. And then that's when we get the entrance for Bray. And as we just saw right now on SmackDown, Bray is officially back. Have mercy. There is a storyline and a half with this. Lord,
And
we don't know what is going on with this man.
then what they did was they had all the puppets in human form.
That bird, that bird,
That fucking vulture.
that buzzard. I know everybody's like, "Oh my God, the rabbit, the rabbit." No, that fucking buzzard. Whatever the. Mm-mm, mm-mm,
Mercy.
mm-mm.
Yeah.
First off, I don't like birds.
Yeah, me neither.
Unless the bird is fried barbecued,
barbecue,
sautéed, rotisserie,
grill.
grilled.
Some barbecue sauce.
That's the only bird I like. Okay, the only other birds that I was cool with is Larry Bird and Big Bird.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's it.
Pretty much.
I don't fuck with birds. I don't like birds. And living in NYC, there's pigeons every fucking way, shitting on every fucking thing. So fuck a bird. Okay?
Ain't that the truth?
Yeah,
So
fuck birds.
but we can't talk about WWE without talking about their number one competitor, AEW. AEW. AEW had a very, let's keep it a buck, yo. AEW Dynamite, since that whole little scrum happened, has been on fucking fire. It's been on fucking
Oh,
fire, yo. I can't
Dynamite
lie.
has been great.
Dynamite has been on fucking fire. I can't even lie. I really can't, yo. Um, the main thing that happened on Dynamite that you should say is they have a weird name for Wardlow and Samoa Joe. Joe.
I fucking love that name. I fucking love it. Warjo. That just sounds like a team of two motherfuckers that's gonna whip ass.
Joe.
Warjo.
That's like Brangelina.
Huh.
Yeah,
Since you put it that way, yeah.
it's like Brangelina. Like,
Mm, mm.
I ain't want to hear that. It's like, ew. I ain't want to hear that.
Yeah. Shit.
Yeah, that took the sting out of that one, didn't it?
Man, God damn it. I was loving Warjo for the past 2 days.
Nah, that's Brangelina.
But he's got two different team names. When he teams with FTR, the FT War, and then now he's with Joe is War Joe.
Oh fuck. God damn it, Kenny. I was loving Warjo. When they said that shit on Dynamite, I was like, ooh, Warjo. I love it. But that fuck.
Brangelina.
Anyway.
Brangelina. We had we had Wardrobe team up to face the Gates of Agony with Prince Nana. My boy Prince.
I was in.
No. They faced what's this? They faced the Factory.
That's right. They faced QT Marshall, but Gates of Agony did come out.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Gates of Agony came out. I'm sorry.
I was in the kitchen and I see that motherfucker. The first thing I thought of was he looks like such a nigga. So I'm gonna call him Prince Nigga.
I'm such a bitch ass nigga. Please don't hurt me. I cannot get jiggy with this.
Oh, yo, we forgot something important that happened on Raw. There was another return of a particular tag team.
Ah, yes.
We forgot a couple of things that happened about Raw.
Yeah.
A couple of things that happened about Raw. We had the return of the OC, the Good Brothers.
Mm-hmm. Me and Kenny, we made our return to Raw, baby.
Mike Gallows and Kenny Anderson, Machine Gun Kenny Anderson, have returned, which is very interesting considering the fact that Carl Anderson is the current New Japan Never Openweight champion.
Yes, sir. And what made it even more interesting, when WWE tweeted out the little clip, New Japan retweeted it.
Yeah. So with that being said, Trips has opened the fucking forbidden door.
Thank you, Trips.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Trips. Speaking of Trips and us thanking Trips, Monday was also the celebration for one of the greatest factions in wrestling history. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, D Generation X proudly presents to you its five-time tag team champions of the world, the Road Dogs, Jesse James. They didn't say his name, but they let the crowd say it, which was dope.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Yes, we did.
They,
That shit was loud as fuck.
they let and they acknowledged that the crowd wasn't going to say it by everybody pointing their microphones towards the crowd.
Mm-hmm.
The best, we had a DX celebration marking 25 years.
Jesus Christ.
Right.
I remember I remember being a little ass kid watching DX on Raw. Like and of course if you grew up in the 90s, everybody and their mama's mama was doing this.
Mm-hmm.
And here's the thing. And in NYC, cops got pissed off at us doing that and started arresting us and started saying it was assault. I kid you not. I kid you not.
Fucking
They
kids
started
doing they were.
arresting us and saying it was assault.
For saying suck it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god.
Mm-hmm. Yep. The best part about the DX reunion, no younger talent was sacrificed in making DX look good for the night. None.
Mhm.
Which was beautiful.
None. They didn't lay a hand on anybody.
Yep. They came out, had their promo, and then after that they were backstage just being DX.
Talking
Talking
shit,
shit.
cracking jokes on people.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect. That's how you let old people be old.
Mm-hmm. Let them be in the background talking a whole bunch talking nothing but shit.
Reggie, you ain't never lied. Because it's a big difference when you got an 8-year-old telling you to suck it than when you got a 15 or 14-year-old going, suck one. There's a lot more emphasis behind that shit.
Yeah. Yeah. Like you said,
So,
y'all was getting arrested. I was
for assault.
being sent to detention.
For assault. Yo, crazy. But like I said, let's talk about the little competitor before we get out of here. The
Sure.
competitor AEW. The big thing that happened on AEW, Daniel Garcia became a bitch again. He went back with the Jericho Appreciation Society by turning on Brian Danielson by smacking him in the head with the championship belt.
Boo.
Boo. Boo.
It was the sports entertainer thing to do.
It
Boo.
really was. It
Yeah.
was it was so the sports entertainer thing to do. And you know what? I like it. I like it. All in the same sentence, I called him a bitch and then said I liked it.
You
I
know
like
what?
it.
You know what? I shouldn't have been surprised that it happened, but when it happened, I was like, oh, like really now?
Mhm.
Okay. Oh, I really thought we was going to see,
Mm.
I thought he may have joined the BCC for a second.
But he damn sure
They
proved
didn't.
us wrong. He
They
damn
they,
sure
they,
said no to
they
us.
actually did a good. They actually did a good job with the swerve.
They did a good job this verb. And then what you call it? It leads us to another Garcia versus Danielson matchup. And those
Yeah.
two can fight. Those two can fight. I
Yeah.
like watching them two fight.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And it
Yeah,
makes
those
sense
two fighting.
Yeah,
because
Mhm.
because
and
full gear is not too far away.
yeah, in a few weeks, and it makes sense because the Jericho Appreciation Society. I can't say the acronym to save my life, but the Jericho Appreciation Society, they got the ROH belts.
Both of them.
Yep, they got both singles belts.
And they said that the only one they don't have is the one that Joe has.
Yeah,
The television title.
yeah.
And they can send Hager after that.
Mm-hmm.
Or Sammy.
Oh God.
Oh God,
Yeah.
Tito.
And if they want,
I'm gonna be
or
honest with you. Hagar
Miss Tay or Miss J could get that woman's belt.
Hagar needs it better more than Sammy does.
Yeah, because Sammy's had a belt
Right.
in AEW. Hager hasn't.
Speaking of belts in AEW, my man Orange Cassidy has finally won gold.
Yes.
About fucking
There's somebody
time.
on the UTR
Fine.
podcast who's a fucking hater. Mongo.
That's why his ass ain't here right now.
Exactly, bastard. But
Finally
won a belt.
and hell of a match between him and Pac.
Yeah.
Hell of a
Great match.
Pac sells the shit out that goddamn tornado DDT. Like somebody bust him in the back bust him in the spine with a shovel. Like, he sells the hell out of that goddamn tornado DDT. But speaking of gold, Nyla Rose isn't that. Nyla Rose has stolen the TBS championship.
I don't know what it is, but a good stealing of the belt is always great.
And has legit been calling herself champ. Yo, she even changed like her Twitter handle to the official TBS champion. Yo,
Bravo.
Nyla Rose is like KO.
Yeah.
Yo, if you follow Nyla Rose on Twitter, yo, she's hilarious, bro. She comments on everything.
Mm-hmm.
On everything. But so far, for the first time, we have legit pretty much covered all week of wrestling.
Yeah. And in every brand.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, did we?
No, we didn't go over NXT.
Uh,
NXT, we got our final competitor for the ladder match between Nathan Frazier and Axiom. It's Nathan Frazier. So yeah, we have that. Build up for Halloween Havoc with Dragunov, JD, and Braun.
it's gonna be a great match. Should be a great match.
Right. New NXT so far has been okay. New NXT has been okay so far. It's getting there. It's getting there. It's getting there. Oh, these two dudes won a chance at Pretty Deadly. I forgot their names. That's how bad it is.
Briggs and Jensen.
No,
No.
the two black dudes.
Oh, Malik and Blade.
There we go. Malik and Blade. There we go. Keenan and Kel. There we go.
Yeah.
Marlon and Sean Waynes. That's who it is. Marlon and Sean. Nah. Nah, Malik and Blade won, which surprised the shit out of me. I'm not gonna lie. I did not expect them to win that match. So they will be facing Pretty Deadly, which is cool. New challenges step up. Not bad. Not bad. So far, new NXT is proven to what can I say? They're shaking off the stigmatism of the neon NXT 2.0. They're starting to shake off the stigmatism of 2.0 by giving us more. I'd say
Flavor.
not even flavor, by giving us more quality matches. That's what they're doing. They're using that 2 hour time span a lot better than what they were doing before.
It does help that. And I mean, and Matt, he said it best. Just give him time. It has helped that they've actually gotten time. They
Right.
got a lot more time under their belt. You know, this new era of NXT. Those guys have been on TV now for the past year,
Yeah.
so
The
they
timing has gotten better.
the timing has gotten better. The matches have gotten better. The promos have gotten better. Storytelling has gotten better. So it's just gotten better with time. So and then with Hollywood and Havoc coming up, that should be a good ass show.
Sure enough, should. Say cheese.
Yeah.
Well, folks, I think we pretty much covered wrestling as a whole. Don't forget to follow us at facebook.com/slash under the ring pod and twitch.tv/slash under the ring pod. We usually do air on Thursdays around 8:30ish. This was a special reason. I told you I was celebrating my ladybug's 21st birthday with her. So that's what happened with that. Don't forget to also follow us on face or on Twitter at our Twitter handles. We have the man, the writer, Greg Bush SK. We got me, Rock Ribs 44. We got Mike, Mr. Freshbeard. We got Matt, the right answer, and we got the street captain, who's also the champ, Boriel Mariente. And don't forget our
Hey.
and don't forget our boy Justin D. Baxley. Go out there and look out for Justin as well, man. He's a hell of a writer for his local spot too. Once again, thank you for following us. Follow our pages so that way Lee Moriarty, Evil Frank Ocean. Lee Moriarty is Evil Frank Ocean.
Yes, he is.
That is hilarious. That is hilarious. Folks, thank you for joining us. We'll see you next week at our normal time and our normal day. Peace.